Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Careers with Sarah. My name is Sarah Yusupov and I'm here to share with you about careers. Today I want to talk about how to ask for a raise or even for a salary discussion at the interview. A lot of times people probably are sharing, maybe they're experts who are telling you do not discuss money at the interview. And I have to be very clear that this is not right, because what happens if you go for an interview and then they accept you for a job, and then once you're hired you find out that this job pays you minimum wage. Is that fair? It's not fair. So what I do, basically I share in this video regarding what to ask at the interview, the 4 questions, so that way you know where you're at. I hate wasting time. I really don't like wasting time to find out at the end that I'm going to regret later on. So the way to do that is, once you are conducting a conversation, I want you to know that when you go for an interview, it's not about them to choose you and you say okay. It's not how it works. At the interview, they interview you, right? And you interview them, so that way you are a great match to do what you promise, so they can do what they promise. A lot of times candidates feel that no, it's their job offer. They offer me a job, I have to say yes as long as I have a job. And it's not true, because in interview they see that. They see you are being intimidated. They see that you are not sure of yourself, you are insecure, you kind of like saying yes to everything. But what happens, it's kind of like showing you're somebody who is useless, doesn't have a brain. And I don't want to be negative about it, but I'm just telling you behind the scenes what happens when a recruiter is actually seeing a candidate who is actually not showing any opinion or having any questions regarding the job. So for me, when I go for an interview, I always show that I'm confident and I'm listening to a conversation, to their questions, and sometimes I intervene. And ask my own questions. Some are rude recruiters and tell you, maybe they are testing, I don't know, but they are rude recruiters that will tell you, you wait until I ask you if you have any questions. Okay? This already shows it's going to be a hostile environment. There's going to be bullies in there, and people are just going to be not nice. The managers are going to be hostile, and it really gives me a bad impression. Now, it's not like I'm cutting off while they are talking, but I'm actually pausing and letting them think a little bit of what they're saying. This is number 1. Number 2, as the conversation goes on, they ask me questions, I ask them questions, and then they ask me at the end, do you have any questions? Sometimes they will ask, what is your desired salary, or what is your expectations for the salary? And they ask also at the application. This shouldn't really scare you off, because this is actually telling me their budget. They are actually budgeting, and they are not really thinking about the outcome that I'm going to bring. If they are budgeting, it shouldn't be a place you want to be at. Okay, if they're asking you what is your desired salary, it's already showing me they're already talking about money here, something that they are kind of like not hearing my value. The question should be about me asking about the salary, not them. Okay, so for me, it's a question will be, what is your expectations? What is your budget for this type of position to be filled? And they should answer that question, not an interviewee. So this is the trigger that you should be thinking, that if they are asking you about the salary, they're already budgeting about this. Now, when, let's say, you're already asking them about the compensation and they are giving you a number. So I'll give you a scenario what happened. I had a candidate, I was interviewing her, and I usually do 2 interviews. One is initial interview and the second one is performance interview. So this person was applying for a teaching position, and she showed me her portfolio, she showed me everything went well. Now she's asking me, do you pay, what is the salary range for this position? And I told her I'm not sure, each is getting different. I was very transparent and I said each is getting different, and HR, I can ask HR and get back to you with this. Now, I knew the salary range for this position because I know what everyone is getting. So for me, it was kind of like checking on her and see her reaction. So she gives me a paper, a proof that she is getting $55,000 in her current position, and if we can match it for her, then she will agree. Now, this is a wrong way of saying it, because for this position, saying if it was 55,000 she was getting, she wants 55,000, the position offers 60,000, not 55. But she said she will be happy if she had $55,000 a year of income. So I said I will find out with HR if they can match it. I'm really showing I'm serious about this. Then I told her, let's talk about this and after your performance interview. Let me know. Now she goes on and tells me, well, I have other positions, other offers that are offering me, and I'm kind of like looking at who is going to pay me my matched salary. And for this, when you're saying I'm looking for other positions, it's kind of like giving me like, okay, you know what, go ahead. Because anyway, once you're going to be hired, you are going to be still looking for somebody who can pay you more. So that was a big mistake. You don't talk to me when I'm just advising you. Let's talk about this on our next interview, because I already scheduled with her for the next interview. It's not like I'm going to tell her I'm going to call you. So for you, all you have to do is wait till the end and ask, what is the compensation for this position? If they tell you, I'm going to let you know on our next interview, they're probably saying the truth. Okay, they're not lying about it. Because in the meantime, I did find out if they can match, because she's asking for less. She's not asking for 60,000 like it's supposed to. Now, this kind of a lot of things happening while asking for a raise. Sometimes I even had a recruiter telling me for a nursing position that a hiring manager actually, she said, if you find me a nurse who is willing to work for us, the salary pay will be $37. But if they are asking for more, we will match that. That was the thing that I heard. So every time a candidate that I will send, they will tell me how much they are paying for, and I'll say $37. And then they will say, oh, that's too little. Well, there's room for negotiation. So nobody knows until, for me, for example, I asked the hiring manager, because I was recruiting, and I asked her, how much are you willing to pay for that candidate to fill the position? And they said $37 an hour, but if they want more, we can give them more. So your initial question should be at the end of the interview, by the way, how much are you compensating for this position to be filled? How much are you compensating for the candidate? They can throw a number, and you can say, well, I would really appreciate if you can pay me $5,000 more. And they most likely will say yes, because they know you're worth more and they are willing to fill the position ASAP. So that's it for today. I hope you liked my video and you like my advice. please subscribe and like and hit the bell button in there. And also let me know in the comments how it went with your interview, what challenges you are facing, what kind of questions you have, so I can answer them in the next video. I'll see you next time.